Understanding fair use and copyright. Let's help Mrs. Jones learn about copyright. Mrs. Jones wants to use a copyrighted article for her lesson by printing it out and handing it out to her students. She doesn't know if it is a copyright violation. Knowing what we know about copyright and fair use, let's see if we can help her. Step 1. Ask. First, Mrs. Jones needs to ask herself questions about her usage of the article. Is Mrs. Jones going to be taking money from anyone by using this article? Has the author of this article disclosed permission for using their work beforehand? What is the purpose of Mrs. Jones using this article? These are all questions that Mrs. Jones needs to ask herself before even thinking about pursuing with using this article. Step 2 is analyze. Mrs. Jones needs to analyze her plans and her intentions for using the article. Is Mrs. Jones using this article positively? Is she slandering the original creator by using it? Is she making money off of this article by using it? There are things like these that Mrs. Jones needs to analyze so that way she is aware of her plans and her intentions. And step 3 is to clarify. Mrs. Jones needs to clarify anything that she is unsure of before she proceeds with using this article. She should once again clarify her intentions and purposes for using this article in her lesson and should be secure and confident in her reasons for doing so. Is Mrs. Jones 100% sure that she's not violating copyright rules? If not, she should ask a colleague for help, and even a simple internet search can go a very long way in preventing copyright infringement. Wow. After analyzing and asking and clarifying, Mrs. Jones now knows that she cannot use this article for her lesson yet. Mrs. Jones does not have permission from the author to use this article, and therefore she would be violating copyright rules by printing and distributing the work to her class. Mrs. Jones is very happy to have caught her error before violating copyright rules, and since it would take too long to contact the author and get actual permission to use this article in her class for its purposes, she decided to show a copyright-free video to her class instead, causing no harm to herself or any creator or artist. Mrs. Jones is happy to have caught her error, and now hopefully you can catch yours.